Welcome back to Blender Tutorials. In this video, we will talk about a few more shortcuts and move on to our next video. Let's open a general area and delete objects outside the cube. We move the cube up with the G and Z keys. Now just press the Z key. You will see a menu like this. See, here we can change the way we look at things. When we select wireframe, we see such a shape of the object. Wireframe is a tool that allows us to see inside objects. Now let's add another cube here with the Shift and A keys. See, we can see the two cubes completely. Now let's shrink the second cube with the S key. See, we can see it in the other cube. Let's change our perspective on objects with the Z key. Look, there is another cube inside the other cube, but we cannot see it. For now, we won't go into what other imaging tools are available. Knowing these is enough for now. Press the double quotes. The tools here allow us to change our perspective. Here we moved from 3 dimensions to 2 dimensions. We can see the cube in 2 dimensions on the X, Y, and Z axes. Likewise, we can change the view with the number keys. You can stay in this state by pressing the middle key while holding down the Shift key. However, when we release the Shift key, we return to the 3rd dimension. We can also change the appearance of the cube from these sections on the right side of the screen. We will look at these settings when necessary. You see a constantly open menu on the right side of the screen. Look, we will talk about the details of this menu every time we create a visual. This section is where our collections are located. So whatever object we add, all the settings of that object are located here. We can create independent collections here and organize the collections here. Every object can be given a name, so it may be easier to find multiple objects. Some menu settings can be made from this menu. For example, if we activate the sign here, it will also appear in the menu below. See, if this is turned off, the object on the screen can no longer be modified in any way. Editing is not possible. Let's turn this setting back on. Let's enter edit mode with the Tab key. Now I will show you the bevel editing tool from here. Bevel is used to soften edges. Once you select this tool, you can soften the edges as much as you want by holding down the directional arrow. Slide the middle wheel of the mouse to increase smoothness. Thus, the edges are softened by making loop cuts in between. Let's undo the changes we made with the Ctrl and Z keys. We can soften the desired part using the surface selection tool above. From here, we can edit the lines and apply bevel only to the lines we have drawn. The shortcut for the bevel tool is Ctrl and B key. After bevel is opened, we can soften the line on our cube with the middle mouse button. The point is selected. Ctrl, Shift, and B keys are used to soften only one edge of the selected object. As you can see, when you pull the mouse back, it was applied to only one corner. Let's undo all the changes we made with the Ctrl and Z keys. Now let's select the surface and see how we apply the bevel. Let's choose the surface we want to apply it to. Let's press CTRL and B to apply bevel. We can increase its sharpness with the middle button of the mouse. Now let me tell you about this menu on the right. The menu here is a menu where we can adjust the settings of the object every time we add an object to the screen. We can create different collections. We can change the name of each object we add to the screen from here. In this way, we can find parts more easily in multi-part projects. You can switch to the structure of the basic object with the CTRL and Z keys. Let's press Shift and A to select a new object and then add a cube. This cube is allocated to the most recently opened collection. Each collection can now be edited individually. The name of the new cube we added can also be given. The menu of the collection is here. We will look at this menu in detail in the following lessons. Let's finish this lesson by drawing a simple table and share. You too can achieve this with what you have learned so far.